Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I hope you're all okay. If you're new to my channel, my name is Desriee. Welcome. Today's video is going to be based on being single. So 24 and single, as you can tell by the title. So it's not going to be negative. It's just basically allowing you guys to know how I feel being single in terms of, different situations, friends around me, work, how I'm, working on myself, loving myself, guys that may be approaching me, going on dates, things like that. Just to give you guys an insight on being in your mid-20s and being single. As I'm going on to being 25 in a couple months, a lot of people are getting married, a lot of people are getting engaged, does that. Let me stop talking, let's get straight into the video, and I hope you guys enjoy it. So yeah, I actually have some bullet points written down on my phone. I feel like I have actually forgotten a few. First one is, am I happy being single? So I have been single for at least since about late January, and one thing that I will say is I'm not ashamed or upset to say I'm not with anyone or to say I've broken up with someone, because it's life, that's what happens. I am happy. I will say that it does get quite lonely sometimes. Obviously, I'm talking to someone at the moment who is super cool, and he's a really nice and respectful guy. But yeah, he's really nice. I think how guys enjoy being single is different to how a girl enjoys being single. I think for a guy it's an open book to do whatever he wants to do. He's not attached to anything, he's not on lock, so it's a lot more, it's a lot more freer, if that's the word to say. But I think with girls it's nice because you get to know yourself, you get to spend more time with your girls, your family, because sometimes when you're in a relationship you kind of forget your friends, and I've done that in the past before, way in the past. And then sometimes you just don't make enough time for people that you love, like I said, family and stuff. And I think at the moment, obviously I'm not in a relationship or anything, I am seeing someone, and then you do get guys that message and stuff, guys from way back, and I think a lot of guys tend to watch your social media sometimes, that I've realised. Wait, I need to wipe my nose. So I've realised that a lot of guys tend to watch my social media when I'm in a relationship and when I'm not, and I find that's because they want to find out when I'm single, so they can sweep their way into the DMs or sweep their way into my Snapchat or whatever it is, to be honest. I never actually told any of my friends that I'd broken up with my ex, which was so funny. No one knew because I was at university, so I kept it on a D-low. Even the person I'm talking to now, I didn't really tell anyone besides one of my close friends that was at uni, and I just felt like I just didn't need to tell anyone, to be honest. I don't need to publicise a relationship or someone that I'm seeing, or be like, oh my gosh, I'm at dinner, or holding someone's hand. I feel like all of that isn't necessary anymore, and I think all of it is not necessary anymore because I am looking long term. So I'm not planning to get into a relationship this year. I'm not planning to get into a relationship. I don't know about next year, but whatever I get into, it has to be for the long run. So I really need to sit down and think, okay, who do I want to be with? Why am I with them? What is the pros about this person? Is there things that irritate me? Where are we going in the future? What are your ambitions? What are your goals? How am I going to help you? How are you going to help me? Are we going to build an empire? Are we going to have kids together? All this kind of things is very important, and it's very important for people to be on the same page as you are, guys. Listen, if a guy is not on the same page as you, that's the wrong answer. If a girl is not on the same page as you, that is wrong. You guys need to be on the same page, because it doesn't make sense. Why are you on page 1 and he's on page 6? Or why are you on page 141 and he's on he hasn't even opened the book yet. He doesn't know what you're about. He doesn't know what you want, It's very important to be on the same page with the guy that you're with. I don't really classify, I know I've called this 24 and single, but I don't really say I'm single. I don't say I'm in a relationship. I just don't really let people know, because I think that people then think, oh, she's single, oh wow, oh my gosh, and they make kind of a stereotype judgment from that, or they'll be like, oh, they'll just say certain things which is just irritating and just doesn't make sense. But to clarify the whole question, am I happy single? I'm happy with myself. I'm happy for what's about to come in the future. And I'm just happy in general. I don't want to, you know, let's even actually find out what the word single means. Single, adjective, only one, not one of several. And then the second explanation is unmarried or not involved in a stable sexual relationship. So it's put a single mother, unmarried, unwed, unwedded, blah blah blah, wifeless, husbandless, spouseless, partnerless, and a bachelor and a spinster. So that is the definition of single. So my views on the word single, I think people get too excited about, as if it's like a free boat, or like, oh yeah, let's get on this boat, I'm single. Ooh. Like, I just don't understand what the big thing about being single is. It's nice, you know. I think the main thing is the fact that you don't have anyone to answer to. You can focus on yourself, and I think sometimes being single for a certain amount of time, even if it's a month or two, because I'm someone who, a lot of my friends will know, I'm always in relationships. So, and that's just because I was looking for love, and I love to be in love. I'm just a happy person. Like, I'm just so ready to be number one. I'm ready to put myself first, and I think that was my main priority about being single, main focus, that while I am single, before I get into a relationship, make sure that Desiree, you focus on you before focusing on anyone else, because I have such an open heart. Even with friends and everyone else, I always put everyone else first, you know. So I think it was time that Desiree, you know, be single, enjoy yourself, spend time on yourself and love yourself. So yeah. The second question is attention from guys. Oh guys, listen. This is such a drag. You know what's so funny is because the guy that I'm talking to at the moment, like, he has, I don't know how to explain it. He's just such a bubbly person and has such a lovely character, and just so caring, do you know what I mean? And just so, I don't want to say free spirit, like out there crazy, but just someone that doesn't overthink, if that makes sense, but just make sure you're good in a way. I'm such a fucking nerd. Why the flip am I smiling like a twat? I'm like, yeah, he's just such a nice person. So I think when you're seeing someone and you like someone, all the other guys that message you is such a flipping drag. Like, I remember I was telling him that I was telling him a situation about this guy that had messaged me, and he sent me a photo of like his face. It wasn't anything else, and it was just like, ugh. And I think the guy tried to be funny, and I just didn't find it funny. And obviously the guy I'm seeing found it flipping hilarious, because obviously it's from a different point of view. And he was saying to me, oh, you know, if he was a funny guy and, you know, you actually liked him, then you would have found it funny. Like, he was basically saying, if it was him that sent it, I would have found it funny. And it's so true, because I would have found it hilarious, but I just didn't, because I just wasn't interested in the guy. But the attention from guys in general, like, it's weird, because it's always so funny that the guy that you like obviously gives you attention in the beginning, and obviously gives you attention while you speak to him, but for some reason it's like the guys that you don't want to speak to give you so much attention, and you're just like, what are you doing? Like, I don't even want to speak to you. But on the other hand, it's like, when they're not there, even though you don't like these guys, it seems as if it just, and you know what, it's not like these guys are like, I want to marry you. Actually, some of them do, but I just think they're bonkers and they're crazy. But the guys would just make general conversations like, hi, you're right, what's up, how are you doing, things like that, and then just try and call all the time, and I'm just like, I don't want to talk to you. But then people will be like, why are you not, you know, getting rid of them? But it's not about getting rid of them. I'm just a respectful person. Like, I think until someone, you know, crosses my border, like my line, that's when I'll be like, you're getting off the boat, mate. You're not on it. You're not on it as well, at all, to be honest. I don't want to say it's nice, because I don't really enjoy it, but I think it tends to be guys that I've had their numbers for quite a while, and then like I said before, is that they realise that I'm not on social media, you know, maybe speaking on a partner or anything else. You know what was actually so funny? This is when everyone knew I was single. So I don't know why or what happened this day, but I put into my Snapchat, oh my gosh, I'm looking for a 6'+ guy, dark chocolate guy, and he just needs to be honest and truthful or something along those lines. And my friends were messaging me like, oh my god, you're single. Guys were like, right, you're single, love struck, love struck. There's eye emojis, and I was like, oh, Desiree, what did you do? I think that's when people realised that I was single, and they were like, oh my gosh, like, Desiree's single, let's jump in. Whoop, jump like a frog, whoop, whoop. But yeah, so attention from guys, I wouldn't really say is anything special. I get guys like, you know, message me through social media and stuff like that, but I just don't take any of them seriously. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, I know this sounds so bad, but I don't take any of them seriously because they don't want to be with me long term. If you don't want what I want, why should I take you seriously? And it doesn't mean I don't respect you, it means I can't take you seriously, because I want to be around someone. I don't mind seeing someone or speaking to someone and we know what the end goal is, do you understand? Because everyone wants to be happy, everyone wants to be in love. But I don't want to, you know, of course I want to date someone and stuff like that, but I don't want to, I just don't want someone that doesn't want what I want. And if you don't want what I want, then I can't take you seriously. So when you're saying you want to take me on dates, I'm not going to go on a date with you, because this date is not about to progress to where I want it to go. So yeah. Do I have more time for myself being single? Obviously you guys know that I've just graduated. I think that I've been single while I was at university, so I was quite busy then. But I would say that I do have more time for myself. I have more time to think. I have more time to think about what I want for myself and what I want from a future relationship. I keep saying this to a lot of my friends, my girlfriends, that I'm looking for a king. I'm not even looking. I want a king to come my way. I am not trying to have anything below my standards. It's not me having high standards, because let me be very honest with you, I'm not trying to say I want a guy that's got blue eyes and green hair. I just want a guy that's honest, truthful. He believes in God. He believes in God is very important for me. I don't go to church every Sunday. I pray every single day, morning and night. I pray wherever I want to pray. If I'll be on the train and I'll be praying. I don't even care. When I used to go to university, I don't know if any of you guys knew, I would pray walking up the hill. I don't care if anyone sees me. I'm not ashamed to call myself a Christian. I'm not ashamed to say I believe in Jesus Christ. I'm not ashamed of anything. So that guy has to believe in God. I will say that being single, I've realised that there's certain things that I want in terms of my career. There's certain things that I want to achieve, and I feel like, you know, one of my close boy best friends, Promise, shout out to him, because he's going to be happy to hear me say this, is that me being single has helped me to focus on my career and to focus on my 5-year goal. So I have a 5-year goal because I'm turning 25 this year, and I'm going to be 30 in 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 2022, and I have a 5-year goal of what I want to achieve in that time. Each year and every 6 months from now till then, before I hit 30 basically. So it's not in terms of love or relationships or kids or anything like that. It's all, if there's any upcoming kids coming, who knows. But yeah, it's definitely just in terms of my career and my business and my brand. And I know a lot of you know that I'm into fashion, and you're just like, oh my gosh, can't wait to see what's coming out and what's happening. I'm just doing it at my own pace, and my own pace, and God's timing is going to be the best time ever. So yeah, I do have enough time for myself, and I love having me time. Sometimes, I'll get calls it might just be from friends or anyone, and I just don't pick up because I might just be sitting here, you know, just having me time. Just, you know, I might be just be reading the Bible, I might be watching like some online seminars just talking about like loving yourself and stuff, and people be like, what are you doing? I'm just like, nothing, just sitting down. I'm like, how are you just sitting down? But I feel like it's not necessary that you have to tell someone all the time.